Hello and greetings, fellow pals and gals. It's your boy once again. We are back for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. Oh, I'm pretty sure you know what time it is. It's that special time of the week when we spend some quality time together and, pardon me, go merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, sizes. You better believe anything of the sort you're going to find right here on this channel. But um, before the holiest moments, as you know, we here at the Wolfpack, we look out for one another because a pack is strongest when it's together and when they look out for each other. And I want you guys to be able to, look out for yourselves and make sure you're eating good, that you're drinking plenty of liquids, especially water. But please, if you haven't already, do your boy a favor and go grab something to eat, something to drink, or even just a snack if you want to, because I want you guys to feel as comfortable as humanly possible. So please go and help yourself. Heck, we'll be right here. We'll be right here waiting. I tell you, today was a day. I had to deal with a few disgruntled customers. I really don't know why. I mean, all I was doing was enforcing the rules of my job, but I understand people like to blow up at small things, but it's okay. Heck, I understand. Oh, come here. Cool. Excuse me, a chance to answer a few messages. There. Yes, that's right. Okay. I see what you did there. All right, then. Okay. But also, I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you're surviving. I hope that quarantine hasn't been, too how can I put this? Quarantine hasn't been, too how can I put this? Too crazy for you guys, because I've seen people have been losing their minds due to the fact that they're not able to go outside or even interact with others. Now, I understand that does get stressful at times, but I mean, you got to put in time, and you got to be able to put in all the necessary requirements, and that includes washing your hands, wearing the mask, and of course, keeping the distance of 6 feet apart from one another. It's not too much to ask, guys. Come on, because we're all trying to do our part in either stopping this virus or just, slowing it, just enough to where we can get back to reality. Come on now. If we help each other out, we'll be able to go forward instead of backward. Oh, that's better. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's good. I actually saw this stretch from playing Mortal Kombat, which is weird. See, what you do basically is you go here, you go bend here, and then like these same hands, you're gonna stretch your arms out, but you want to make sure that your palms go downwards. You should feel the stretch right here. I'll demonstrate. See, you want to keep your hand nice and straight, and then just go down, just like that. You should feel it either right here or even then right here. Which I know it's a little weird to be finding on this channel, but hey, I'm trying to help everybody out. But enough pleasantries, right? Because as you can see, we have indeed hit the 3-minute marker, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Also, welcome back for those of you guys who are just joining us tonight. Now, I hope you're ready, because tonight's episode is going to be dedicated to a dedicated showcase to the world of DC Comics. That's right, folks. More specifically, the bad side of DC Comics. We're going to introduce tonight. We're going to be introducing 3 new figures. 2 of them, a pair of cool cats, which of course I know is a little bit much. And the other is basically known as one of the deadliest assassins known throughout the DC universe. So sit back, relax, please take a breath, and kick your feet up, because I want you guys to feel as relaxed as possible. Because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So why don't we just go ahead and move on and get started, huh? Okay, so first up, we're going to actually be introducing one of the cool cats. Now, this one, we're going to be, like I said, heading into the DC universe, but at the same time, we're going to be heading into the jungle side of DC. We're going to, as we introduce a certain archaeologist who is known for, her attitude was basically known for going through any lengths necessary or any lines that needed to be crossed to ensure that, let me put it this way. Even though there's danger afoot, this particular individual, she won't stray away from it, because she is just one of those vindictive archaeologists who feels like if she gets it done, then she'll know to feel good about herself and makes her feel stronger and powerful. Now, as I said, and that lady's name, ladies and gents, my apologies. She goes by the name of Barbara Ann Minerva, but of course she did go under an alias name, which of course is AKA the Cheetah. That's right, folks. The DC Collectibles, direct from the source. DC Essentials Cheetah. Now I took some initiative, and I cut the devil's tape. Let me just get Barbara out of the box. Now, unfortunately, the devil's holders are still on there. Now, when I say that, I mean the little plastic twist ties. Luckily, it's a twist tie, so we won't be struggling too much. And I've actually been a fan of Cheetah ever since, like the first time that I ever saw her was back in the days of the cartoon I used to watch called The Justice Friends. Now, I don't know if you guys ever watched that one, but it was a definite true classic. It featured many of the classic superheroes when they were in a more sort of golden age, if you will. You know, this Green Lantern, Batman, Wonder Woman. Sorry, has some gas. Green Lantern, and of course the Flash and Aquaman. Come on out, Barbara. Let him have a look at you. Oh wow, they actually put some plastic on her hair. That proves that they want to protect the hair source. Let me just get that. Let me get the hairnet off you. Ah, yes. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. And I'm already loving the fact that this figure is fully posable. Oh, and the tail moves. Nice. But yeah, I'll give you guys a look at her. There she is, folks. Barbara Ann Minerva, aka the Cheetah. And of course, as I said, there is some history surrounding the fact that how she became how she looks today. But before we get into all of that, I would very much like to give you guys a more clearer look at her. If my camera would focus. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, there we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. And see, as I said, there's a little history lesson as to why she went from human to the cheetah that you're looking at today. And of course, that takes place in, and as I said, a jungle. And as I said, she was a very promising archaeologist. And being that, as I said, being that she had the drive to do drive to do into the danger, her attitude ultimately resulted in a tragedy, which of course, while in the jungle, she was looking for an ancient city known as Urs. Forgive me if I butcher this name. I believe it was called Urs Kataga. And during that time, she was ambushed by a group of the Urs Katagans. Now, her and her team, they were betrayed and ambushed, but the Urzes, I'm just gonna call them the Urzes, honestly, because I don't want to keep saying that name because I'll get tongue tied. They were basically betrayed by the guides, the very guides that had led them into that jungle, and of course, who also came looking for the city. I didn't say they were working for the Urzes, but I believe that they were respecting the fact that that city did not need to be bothered and nor disturbed. Unfortunately for Barbara here. She had to get ambushed and get into this very bad funk. Now, her and one other person did survive, and unfortunately, the rest of her team did not. But during the time which they did escape, down by the river, which they were nearest, is when they had discovered the ancient city. But it was in the midst of a ritual, and of course, what the ritual was meant to do was basically they would take one of her team, right, who was imprisoned or as a prisoner, and in a time they would offer them as a sacrifice by the high priest. And the ritual was mainly to restore health and vitality to an ailing woman. And of course, she was sort of an avatar, which of course, in any case, an avatar is sort of like a vessel, if you will, or a celestial vessel or something like that. And she was an avatar for the cheetah god. But it ended with the outsiders attacking, not more members from Barbara's team. They were just like outsiders who were basically either fighting or at war with the Urzes. And ultimately, the high priest, who was conducting the ritual during that time, I'm sorry, him and Barbara had actually been blasted and encased, not encased, but sort of buried almost alive in a tomb in a cave. And during that time, they became um, like more sort of acquainted, but they still didn't trust each other. But come on. Um, Basically, and also around that time, it was when the Chuma had actually explained to Barbara how the ritual works and how basically the true intent, which would have turned the woman into the cheetah god herself. But so then it was during that time where she volunteered. Barbara had actually stepped up to volunteer because she wanted to become, healthier and have the vitality restored. But it was during that time where there was a small catch. Being that it was a ritual, it also required a blood sacrifice. Now, the thing about that is she wasn't ready to give up her life. Like, she wouldn't do it, mainly due to the fact because she wanted to become the cheetah god. But it was during that time when the other survivor, which she had survived with, and his name was Dr. Levens, I believe it was. And it was actually her who ended up killing him in order to fulfill the blood sacrifice for the ritual. And even though the ritual could be complete, there was one unforeseen side effect. Being that it was a ritual, it did call for a virgin. Now, unfortunately for Barbara here, she didn't qualify. And in doing so, that unforeseen circumstance, it kind of bit her in the butt. Because since she didn't qualify, she didn't gain the youth nor the vitality. And she only became weak and fragile. That was only, of course, um, until the full moon came out, in which, of course, she became strong and was transformed into the very cheetah god herself, making her stronger, faster, deadlier than ever. And like those outsiders, I remember reading, she slaughtered each and every individual one of them. Now, it was during that time when she took that act back to the city, which of course she was staying in. And as I said, every time that full moon rose, she would go into full on cheetah mode, which of course, I want to shout out the WWE 84 creators for bringing Cheetah to the screen because I'm fully looking forward to that movie. I've been waiting for it for a while now, and it just looks awesome. I saw the first Wonder Woman movie, and it looked amazing. Really, the first one it blew me away. But we're straying from the path. Uh, I love the detail. I'm really able to not only pose into one mode, but it actually poses in several ways. See, because this part turns right here, the very tip of it can turn. That's what makes it very cool. And I love the scale and of course the paint of it. Because as you can see, they gave her a human face, and they outfitted her straight up claws, and strong body muscles, thighs, all that. Yes, I know I said thighs. My apologies. But some interesting facts about Miss Cheetah here is the fact that she is one of the founding members or more reoccurring members of the Legion. Oh, I'm sorry, the Injustice League, aka the Legion of Doom. Her claws are actually deadly weapons, mainly because she can infect them. She can use them to infect other people thanks to a poison that are embedded basically in her claws. Now, I can't say for certain whether or not if the poison is running through her veins, if that's how she like gets it into her claws, but I do believe that that's sort of kind of how it goes. I don't know really. And probably the funniest and more interesting fact that I found out about her is the fact that she was in a relationship with not only Superman but also the Reverse Flash, which is just crazy to me because I never took her for a guy who would date a speedster. Oh my goodness. Whew. Moving on. That was a lot to say. So, okay, just updated. Okay, cool. Okay, so next up, we're going to, let me just do here. We're going to hit the teleportation station as we teleport away from the jungle. We're going to leave the jungle area. And of course, we're going to head into the seedy streets of Gotham City to introduce an expert level burglar, and of course, the other half of the Cool Cat Squad. And she has, for some reason, quite the infatuation for flying rodents, which of course in particular, this particular individual, she made her debut in the spring of 1940 in issue number 1 of Batman. And she has many aliases, but one of the most noticeable, it would be simply called the Cat. And no, I'm not talking about Catman, so oh no. So, ladies and gents, please welcome the bride of the Batman, Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. Folks, that's right, Catwoman is here. But this, of course, is the special DC Comics designer series made famous by Jai Lee, which, of course, I am taken so much by this figure because I've seen his work before. His craftsmanship and the way he makes the figures just is amazing, really. But let me get her out of there. Come on, Selena. Anything for Selena's, but not this Selena, because I don't want to rip the box. Perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Okay, good. She's got twist ties on her this time. No devil's tape. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Lovely. Okay, hold on, hold on. Hold up there, folks. We're getting to her. We're gonna get her out of there. Selena, you're gonna be fine. Just relax. Just relax for me, kitty cat. Okay. Don't break. Don't break. Easy, easy. I apologize for the noise, folks. Beautiful. Okay. And of course, what is Catwoman without her signature weapon? Oh, wow. They actually put real rope in this one. That's crazy. That is crazy awesome. Okay, sorry. Let me give you guys a look at her. And there she is, folks, Selina Kyle. And of course, as you can see, sporting her patented black onesie, if you will, with the big zipper that goes all the way up to her throat. And of course, the standard issue goggles, which of course she loves to rock, especially when she goes burgling as a cat. She does come with one interchangeable head, and of course, her weapon of choice, the bullwhip. And of course, what's cool about it is that the other one is her with her goggles on. Now, that's probably one of the ultimate issues that I face with a lot of the figures, mainly because when they come with interchangeable heads, I face just a nasty conundrum when it comes due to the fact that I don't know, they look better with this head or with that head, but this is another conundrum that I'm going to have to face, folks, and I will have my justice, and I will pick the right one. You better believe it, Selena. You're going to look awesome, even though you already do. And of course, as I said, her standard issue weapon, the bullwhip, which of course, as I said, it's cool because they actually include a real rope. Now, it's twine or something like that, but as you can see, it's not plastic. Nope. This part, the only part that's plastic is, of course, is the handle, and of course, the little wrist rope right here. I call it the wrist rope mainly because it's a little part that goes on your wrist, So, but yeah. I wonder. Oop. Sorry. Let me try that again. Oh. All right. I'm sorry, Cheetah. She's gonna feel that tomorrow. Sorry. But yes. A little history about the woman of the whip, and of course, as I said, I'm happy to have her joining the Wolfpack tonight because some history about this gal is simply that she is not shy. Honestly, she's not shy about tragedy because, like Batman, like Bruce Wayne, she's also seen great heartbreak and much despair. And of course, since her early life, her poor mother actually committed suicide, and her father actually drank himself to death soon after. But when she was remanded to an orphanage, and of course, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As I said, she was remanded to the Spring Hall Juvenile Detention Center, which was, as I said, a home for orphaned or delinquent girls. She eventually escapes, which of course is good, and thus made her start as a petty thief. Now, she took her chances in the streets of Gotham, and she was also given a home in a carnival, which ironically is where she learned a lot of her skills. Now, what those skills include is such things as contortionism, I believe is it's called contortism, something like that. It's basically the act of contorting your body to weird shapes, and of course able to squeeze into other places that most people wouldn't be able to. And of course, the art of gymnastics, magic, and trickery. But unfortunately, the very person who gave her the home unfortunately died in a tragic accident. Now, it was when she started pickpocketing, as I said, in Gotham, and then just a little bit further down the line, the history kind of gets better, but at the same time, it gets from bad to work, or from bad to good. Um, she was actually picked up. She actually picked up work as a prostitute, and she worked in the East End of Gotham in order to get by. But also, she watched over an underage girl named Holly. Um, Holly Robinson or something like that. Holly Robinson, Richardson. I can't remember honestly. Oh my goodness. And it was during that time where the pimp that was looking over poor Selena here was actually very aggressive and nasty. And during the time, he actually put Selena in the hospital a few times. And thanks to a detective named Flannery, she actually met a man named Ted Grant. Now, who is that, you ask? Ted Grant is the man who basically taught her how to defend herself in modes of hand-to-hand fighting and self-defense classes. Many of them, she took a lot of them. And of course, is where she learned for the first time how to use the bullwhip. And thus, after debuting, after joining the costume, after seeing the Batman for the first time, I can't say when it was, but it was during that time where she made the choice, and it was where she became a costumed adventurer who'd been both hero and villain. And thus, she began her career as a thief and, well, an enemy of Batman. But that's not to say that it didn't, turn out good, because later on down the line, she turned to crime fighting and she became a part of the Bat family, which, of course, you all know was in the proposal issue. I can't remember what it was, but I remember Selena here. She said the magic words, and she said yes. And she works hard to still protect the same East End of Gotham. And of course, she still watches over Holly, just from a distance from the shadows. Whew. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Oh, okay, so it does go in that hand. Cool. So there was actually some very interesting facts that I found out about Miss Selena here, and one of them being is that she had a sidekick. Yeah, you heard that right, folks. She had a sidekick named Catgirl. The only hiccup about that is the fact that the girl that was rocking with her was actually the youngest daughter of the Falcone family. Yeah, Falcone family. As in Carmine Falcone, one of the biggest mob bosses in Gotham City. Yeah, you don't want to mess with him. And there was actually a funny fact that I found out about her is the fact that during her early years, when this is before she donned, the spandex and onesies, she would actually dress up as a cat, donning the head of a cat. She would have an orange cape also. I do believe she still rocked the bullwhip, but just not as efficiently, not as much. But and probably one of the coolest facts is the fact that she was a founding member of the Gotham City Sirens. After probably one of the most traumatic things that's ever happened to her, where she had her heart cut out. I believe it was by Hush, and well, it was during that time where she actually had it put back in and healed, thanks to, of course, from the help from Zatanna Zatara, the magician. Ugh, that's a very, very cool story. I ain't gonna lie, folks. It's really awesome. Yes, yes, I know, I know. I'm busy. Leave me alone. Whew. Let me just get one last drink, folks, and then we're gonna move on to the finale. Boy, oh boy. You guys good? Are you doing all right? Because I really hope that you are, because I want you to know you guys are awesome and I appreciate you. I just want to throw that fact out there. Oh yeah, let me put the plastic. Put that. Oh wait, yeah. Over here. You right there. You right there. Beautiful. And now, this is it, folks. And I hope you're ready. I'll put the cool cat squad over here. Extra head. I hope you're ready, folks, because now it's the finale. Because now we're going to take a walk into the supervillain side as we introduce a skilled swordsman who made his debut in the December of 1980 in issue number 2 of the New Teen Titans, and under the alias name Terminator. But it's not Arnold. No, this was a different Terminator. It was not Arnold. Arnold was the one who came on further down the line when he became the Cyberdyne System Model 101. I'm sorry. Sometimes when I talk about a certain character, I like to get into character. Is that weird? I don't think it's weird, but I don't judge. But as I said, this particular merc, if you will, because yes, he is a merc and a mercenary, but he has many noticeable aliases or abilities. My apologies. Many noticeable abilities, which of course, as enhanced smarts, strength, agility. He's skilled in hand-to-hand combat and weapons. He's on a genius level intellect, and of course, not to mention, he has an extremely cool and memorable helmet. And so please, I just want to ask you guys to help me introduce him. So please, ladies and gents, a big hand for the world's greatest assassin, Slade Joseph Wilson, aka Deathstroke. That's right, folks. But this is no ordinary Deathstroke figure. Oh no. Being that this is the McFarlane series, this is the Arkham Knight video game series, or the Arkham Origins series. My apologies, folks. I get them so mixed up. I feel terrible. But as I said, yes, this is the Arkham Origins Slade from the game itself. And yes, I did play it. I was blown away by it. It's one of the many, many games that I enjoyed playing Batman. I get it. Okay. Maybe. Because if you guys have watched it in the past, every McFarlane figure that I have picked up comes with a collectible trading card, which of course, that right there just looks badass. If it zooms, come on. There you go. And like I said, this is the armor he was rocking while being in the game. It's just crazy. And of course, yeah, real name Slade Wilson. Height, wow, I didn't even know he was 6'2". And he weighs 225 pounds. Woo! And as I said, if it was funny fact, not about this right now, but funny fact about me and Mr. Slade here is the fact that the very first time that I saw him, it wasn't in the new Teen Titans comic series. It was actually in the Teen Titans cartoon. That's right, folks. The very first Teen Titans cartoon. I'm talking about the retro one, the good Teen Titans. That was the first time I had met him or even seen his character for the first time. And even then, it was just hard to say. It was gritty, scary, honestly, because his character was just so sort of like moving, if you will, because whenever he was all by himself, you could actually feel like not like just nothing, just the whole fact of I'm here, and you can either make a decision or you can die. But that's just me. Wow, I'm already loving this series and the sword, and of course that's just me being a sword guy. I love me some swords. Wait a minute, where is the separator? There it is. I call it the separator mainly because it helps to separate the devil's tape and the devil's holders. Come on out, Mr. Wilson. Sway. Shaway. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. Okay. Give you guys a look at him. And as I said, he's rocking that memorable helmet or mask of his. If it focuses. Come on. I get the strange feeling sometimes that it focuses better when my head is in the way. But yeah, there he is, folks. Fully armored and just ready to do battle. And of course, one of the most memorable things about Slade Wilson is, of course, the blade that he rocks, because this boy right here just looks dangerous. It looks awesome, I ain't gonna lie. And I love the fact that it's got the holster right here in the back, so the blade itself just slides right in. That just looks epically awesome. Okay, I see now. Okay, cool. It has to stay loose, like that way it comes out easy. Epic, 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 epic sauce. There we go. Beautiful. But yes, he also does come with a standing pad, which of course so graciously donated by the McFarlane Toy Company. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much. But some history about Mr. Wilson here. I did read up on him a lot, honestly, because I loved him as a villain and as a character. Mainly, I say that also because I used to watch Arrow, the CW Arrow. I feel bad because I fell off. I need to get back into it because I want to. And even in that was also another first time where I watched for the first time where Slade had actually was working together with Green Arrow, and of course there's a reason for that. Although I don't want to spoil anything, I highly recommend the show. It's a great show, and as I said, but yeah, as I said, the deadliest killer in all DC Universe has joined the ranks of the Wolfpack tonight. Now, a little history lesson about him is that when Slade was young, about 17 years young, it was when he joined up with the U.S. Army, and during that time, he proved to be like one of the most exceptional soldiers in the entire army itself, and thus, he had earned, many medals for valor in combat, and thus was selected to join what was called Team Seven. What is Team Seven, you ask? Well, which of course, during that time, which of course was cool, is when he was given the name Deathstroke. And what Team Seven was created for the sole purpose of securing what was called the Majestic Project. And what that was a plan to basically control future metahumans, or even just have them under constant control, or even just not necessarily imprisonment, but just keeping a watchful eye on them just in case they should step out of line. But during that one mission, he was actually severely injured. I can't say how bad the injury was, but it was very, very nasty. It was which, of course, he had to go an experimental operation, which, of course, ironically, had turned him into a super soldier. Now, I don't know if he'd be able to go one on one with Captain America. I mean, that's compared to statistics. Captain. Okay, no, I'm sorry. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that because I respect Marvel and DC both. They're great. And during that time, after the mission was completed, Team Seven was terminated, and he had made the decision rather to continue his career as a soldier to become a masked mercenary, and of course, one of the deadliest enemies of the Teen Titans, which of course he has no problem crossing lines to ensure the job gets done, no matter like where those lines may be, or where they're drawn. Not to mention, don't judge too quick, folks, because he occasionally worked with other superheroes. Now, he only worked with them in order to, protect the planet. But despite the occasional heroics, Slade, he ultimately only cared about whatever benefited him. I know, seems kind of shallow, seems kind of terrible, but at the same time, he did watch over the Earth when it was necessary, and he still kept it safe. I know, like I said, seems shallow, but hey, he's a mercenary. What do you expect? But some interesting facts about him, which I'm happy to say I found. He is one of many villains who knows Batman's true identity, which of course, I mean, who doesn't these days? But that's just me. What's cool about it also, now this one is going to be the fact that I learned today. This one's going to be kind of lengthy. It's the fact that he fought and crippled every member of the Justice League, but not every member, because we're excluding Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman because they weren't present during this battle. But my apologies. He went one on one with the Flash. He stabbed him. He silenced Zatanna with a well placed liver blow. He cut Hawkman's wings. Uh, he broke all of Green Arrow's arrows, which of course he couldn't use them. He put a rubber mask on the Black Canary. He knocked out Elongated Man unconscious before he could make a move. He disoriented Adam with a laser, and of course he broke all of Kyle Rayner's knuckles, which of course made him useless in order to use his ring. And of course, now, as I said, I respect both Marvel and DC, but this next fact is going to kind of blow your minds because it blew mine also. He was actually the inspiration for Deadpool. Yeah, it's true, folks. It's true. Since The only reason is that is because only because they share so many similarities, such as the same first name, yeah, the same first name, meaning very close. Not necessarily the same, but they're basically kind of the same because they are so close together. Slade, Wade. Some people would actually get them confused, believe it or not. And of course, the last names, both of them actually refer to bodies of water. Stroke, pool. It's kind of obvious here, folks. I mean, come on now. But whew, man, that was a lot to take in. I gotta tell you, folks. Yes. I'm still taken by this bullwhip. This thing looks amazing. Really. Wonder if I. Oh, sorry. I'll just put that away. Sorry. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right there, folks. I appreciate everybody who came to see me tonight. If you like, feel free to hit the follow button when it appears right there. If you like, feel free to have a sample of one of these videos right here when they do appear. I hope you guys stay safe, and remember to be taking care of yourselves. Remember, wash your hands, wear your face masks, keep 6 feet apart. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, and always remember, lávase las manos, por favor, huh? Peace.